Hello, friends, and welcome back to the shop. Today is Sunday, June 1st, and it is a cool but beautiful day here in southeastern Pennsylvania. The sun occasionally peeks through the clouds. You can see it just just started shining on my face here. And not too bad. June 1st, though. My goodness, spring is slipping by at an incredible rate, and it really hasn't been a very warm spring by any stretch. Uh, but I am getting ready for the sulfur hatch. I am doing some fishing this year. Putting that aside, before I go off on a long tangent, I have here my Lane Crown Achievement pipe. Wonderful little pipe that I got because I bought a pound of Crown Achievement when they reintroduced it. Yeah, I bought a lot of Kia Blend, a whole pound of it. Still have a lot of it. I'm gonna load this with some Samoy, which was the tobacco of the month for May, chosen by you, the Friday Night Live streamers. And we obviously haven't chosen the tobacco of the month for June yet because we do that on the first Friday of the month. Probably should have said obviously. Um, but I'm really enjoying this Samoy. I said on Friday night that it's not a daily smoke for me, but it's like a really nice weekend treat or something like that. So I'm happy I opened this jar. I'm going to be keeping it open until it is no more. So what I wanted to talk about today uh, is wasting time. And I've had some thoughts kind of mulling around in my head or brewing around in my head about this for a while now. Uh, I see a lot of people staring at phones. You know, I know it's become almost like a roll your eyes. He's going to talk about phones, but I'm not. I'm not. But it just, I see it so often. You know, I go to the doctor's office and everybody, 90-year-old folks and teenagers and little kids, they're all just heads down staring at them and doing this. And I recently, I got off of Instagram and Facebook for Lent, and I haven't gone back because I realized just how much time it's taking from me. I want to go back, and I will, but I need to figure out how to do it in a way that protects me from that time sink. That the phrase that the kids are using is doom scrolling, and it's very apt. The idea that you just sit there for you think, oh, I'm just going to go in and check an Instagram post, and before you know it, 2 hours have passed. It's happened to me. I packed this Samoy. The reason I waited was that this burns so quickly, even when it's hard packed, that I didn't think it would get me through the video if I started it beforehand. So let's get that lit up. If you try Samoy, you really gotta shove it down in there. Samoy and Five Brothers are the only two blends that I recommend that for. Nothing in the world quite like this. Hey, Dave, copious amounts of thick white smoke. Dave likes that. So, yeah, time. I'm wasting it. And, I have a lot of hobbies. I admit that. I'm a hobby collector. Okay. I don't like to use the C word, but I am a hobby collector. I love old tools. I love restoring old tools. I love restoring things in general. Like I've spent a lot of time playing with these old laptops that I got from my wife's family. There's no need for it. I've got more laptops than I need. It's just a challenge to get them working again. I like tinkering with things. I like taking things apart, putting them back together. I like gardening. I like woodworking. I like YouTube, and I like watching certain things, certain types of movies. And lately, I've been really into these Asian, mostly Korean and Chinese series on Netflix. They're just so well written. I know it's a little odd because it's not my culture or anything, but they're just really well written stories. I'm enjoying them. Um, somebody noted on Friday night that I don't have it lit up right now, but I've got this. Let me plug it in so you can see it. Can you see that glowing purple thing there? That is a brine shrimp environment that I've been working on. I'm trying to get a balance of brine shrimp and algae to kind of maintain a little ecosystem. Why am I doing this? I have no reason to do this. It's an idea that came into my head one day. I was thinking about sea monkeys and brine shrimp, or sea monkeys are a type of brine shrimp. And before you know it, I was doing that. Do I need to do that? No. I like to read. So I've got a lot of hobbies. Uh, Pipes. I also have a lot of responsibilities. I have a complicated job that involves me doing a lot of things, both for myself, in terms of like sitting down and actually creating something or figuring something out, but also I'm managing a group of scientists and they're all doing the same thing, creating things and figuring things out, and it can be very, very complicated. I've got the house to care for, I've got my wife to care for, the family. It's life is busy. Life is busy. So am I wasting time? And what the first thing that got me thinking about this, by the way, I'm doing laundry, which is why the furnace is going to come on a otherwise nice day, although it is in the 50s, so you might expect it to come on. Sorry about the distortion that's about to occur. Anyway, um, I was thinking, what got me thinking about this was I get comments, YouTube comments, and I love comments. Please do comment, because I really do enjoy them. And sometimes you get comments that are a bit, off the cuff, or maybe even intentionally negative or critical. And they always just roll off my shoulders. I've had people make fun of my looks. I've had people make fun of my voice. Um, the things I'm doing, like when I was doing pipe restoration videos, it's, why do you do it that way? You're an idiot kind of stuff. I don't think anybody's ever called me an idiot, but that sort of tone to comment sometimes. And I think for the most part, it's not intentional. It's somebody just trying to contribute their thoughts, and maybe they're not the best at composing their thoughts. Maybe they are from another country and English is their first language. Um, Maybe they just weren't thinking when they wrote it. So I usually give them the benefit of the doubt, just let it go. A couple of them, like, there was, I don't want to get into details, but there's some that have been, intentionally, like somebody just coming in to criticize me, unrelated, probably not even a pipe smoker, just somebody that happened to see the video, clicked on it for a few seconds, and then wrote a snide comment. Yeah, I don't care. A view's a view, a comment's a comment. But the other day I got one that got under my skin. And if the person that left this comment is watching, this isn't about you. I appreciate you, and I'm glad you wrote the comment. It's the words. It wasn't you, it was the words that got under my skin. Because what he said was, this was a comment on one of my Cobb modification videos. Now, I made these Cobb modification videos 8, 9 years ago now. They are always the highest watched, other than the current video, the one that I make today. They will be number 2 and 3 in terms of watch time during the week. They are always in the top. I don't know why. People just love Cobb mod videos. So this video was how to remove the wooden shank extension and use, at the time, pipe mud, but now I would use pipe mortar to bring the draft hole up where it's supposed to be and get a nice even airway. Now, I say in the video that you don't have to do anything, that Missouri Meerschaum Cobbs you can smoke straight from the factory and then breathe. I say that. But this is what you do if you want to modify them. It's a way that you can modify them. The comment was something along the lines of, you absolutely don't need to do this. This is a waste of time. They smoke fine from the factory. the shank extension never burns. You're not supposed to smoke them to the bottom of the bowl and all this other stuff. And so it was a mixture of telling me that I was wasting my time and then telling me that I didn't understand how cobs worked that I think got me. But the wasting the time thing made me laugh after I thought about it for a couple of minutes because, of course, it's not necessary. Of course. I mean, that's the whole point of it. It's not necessary. Is anything we do in the world of pipes and pipe smoking necessary? No, none of it's necessary. And cob modification is a hobby that you do because you enjoy doing it. It's not necessary. But is it a waste of time? And I would argue no, because if you're having fun with it, if it's you're creative in doing it, you're enjoying that creative process, you're learning things, you're keeping yourself busy, you're keeping yourself off the streets and out of the bars, whatever the case may be, it's not a waste of time. Okay? It's it's a hobby. Now, a couple weeks ago on the Friday Night live stream, I had an interaction with my friend James Snidel. And if you don't know James, he has a YouTube channel. He's got some nice videos up. I'll link to him in the description. Go and subscribe to James. It's a very small channel, and he needs more pipe smokers watching him because I want him to make more content. Uh, so I'm challenging you to go click that link and subscribe to James. Uh, I want to see his numbers go up by this time next week. Please, please do that. Anyway, I had this back and forth with James, and we were talking about something being a waste of time. It was probably a pipe related thing. And I believe it was James that left a comment along the lines of an activity enjoyed is never a waste of time. And I thought, wow, that's exactly what's been, buzzing around my head. It's never a waste of time if you enjoy what you're doing. And I said, as I often do, that needs to be on a t-shirt. Well, James has delivered. This arrived in the mail yesterday. I absolutely love it. I love it's got a match vibe to it, doesn't it? The military green and that orange color. Yeah, I love it. I really, really like that, and I will wear it. And I will wear my Ilva t-shirt couch. I just need to lose a little bit of weight for that to not look ridiculous on me. Looks like I'm wearing spandex. It's my fault. I told him the size, and then I gained weight. But thank you, James. I really love that. And I think that's really the heart of it. An activity enjoyed, it can never be a waste of time. Never. So if you enjoy watching something on TV and you truly enjoy it, that's not wasting time. That's enjoying something. And the fact is, when you're about to breathe your last, and we all will someday, are you going to think to yourself, "Oh, I wish I got an advanced degree. Oh, I wish I spent more time fertilizing my lawn," or whatever you don't want to do. I wish I spent more time working. I wish I had two jobs. I wish I wrote more books. Some of these things might be enjoyable. But if there are things that are not enjoyable, you're not going to say, "I wish I did more of the things I didn't want to do." I wish I washed my car more often. Again, you might enjoy that. I wish I vacuumed the floor more often. This is not going to be your thoughts. Your thoughts are going to be, "I wish I spent more time doing those things I loved doing." An activity enjoyed is never time wasted. But it's always a but, isn't there? I started off talking about the doom scrolling thing. I think that's different. At least it's different for me. Because when I put that phone down, I feel bad. I feel like I've done something wrong. I if I waste time, I feel bad about it. And I think that's really where you draw the line. It's not just that you enjoy the activity, but when it's done, you're happy. There's a lot of things we might enjoy and not be happy afterwards. I think those things fall into the category of vices. Not fly tying vices or woodworking vices. I'd be in trouble if those were bad. No, vices. Um, over indulging in alcohol, for example. You're at a party, you're drinking too much, you're having a good time. That's an activity enjoyed. But when it's over, when you're walking home and you get home and you're sitting there by yourself, um, for those of you that get hangovers the next day, when you're feeling sick the next day, you're not happy. So that I don't think I think that is time wasted. And there's many other things you could put into the category of vices. I just picked that one at random. Um, yeah, so I think we need to keep that in mind because I think we spend too much time not enjoying life because we're either prioritizing things we do not enjoy, which sometimes you have to do, but sometimes you don't. And that's the point. There is that gray zone. And when that gray zone comes in, you should probably do something you enjoy. And we also spend too much time worrying about it. Time is a limited quantity, and you can't make more. And you don't know how much you have. That's really the greatest tragedy of life, I think, is that we don't know. It might end now. We don't know. And therefore, we need to make every moment count. And to make every moment count, we have to be doing things that we enjoy. Or doing things that enable us to do things that we enjoy. So I go to work every day because I need to have a house and I need to have a car and I need to have food and I need to support my wife and keep my dogs alive and all those things. Um, and those are things I enjoy. I need to go to work so that I can pay to have internet access and buy a computer and be able to watch YouTube and make these videos for you folks and get back your comments and have that back and forth with you. So I need to do things I don't enjoy in order to do the things that I do enjoy. But neither of those are time wasted as long as I'm happy in the end. So that is my story for the day. Not really a story, but my thoughts for the day. Hope you enjoyed that. James, thank you again. Much appreciated. Oh, there's one more thing I wanted to say. Is that when you start to accumulate hobbies or have a long list of things you enjoy, they do conflict because you do have just a limited amount of time. And there are things that I want to do, I desperately want to do, and I don't have the time. Um, and it's not that I'm prioritizing other stuff over it. It's just that there is no time left for it. So yes, I really want to get back into bowl turning. I enjoyed greatly when I started that a year ago or so. Um, I've got several bowls that I turned that are drying, that are probably ready to be final turned. I've got a beautiful bowl blank that my friend Eric gave me that I want to turn into a bowl. I just haven't had the time. So apologies, Eric, but I will get to it. I've got pipe things I really want to do. I want to get back into doing some restoration videos. I have a stem for a pipe that I top priority when I get back to pipe work. I have to make a stem for this pipe, and I will do that. I promise you, Steve, it's coming. So many things. I've got lighter repair videos that I want to make. I got a whole box of lighters that I want to go through and restore and talk about. I will get to them. Sorry, Michael. These are people that have sent me things that, or given me things that I promised I would work on and just haven't had the time to. So yes, there is a prioritization process. You can't always just do the thing you want to do, but yeah, time is the greatest tragedy of life. The fact that it's limited and the fact that we do not know when it's going to stop, when we're going to run out. All right, that's it. I've wasted enough of your time. Hopefully not. Hopefully you enjoyed. Hopefully you don't turn this video off and get that sense of dread that you just doom watched me. Don't do that. Go off and do something that'll make you happy. So with that, my friends, I will draw this to a close. I hope you have a fantastic Sunday, and I'm looking forward to a great week ahead. We'll be back on Friday night with the Friday night live stream at 8 p.m. Eastern, where we will be choosing the tobacco of the month for June. I'll be back next Sunday with another one of these fun and action-filled videos. I don't know why I said action-filled. And with that, I bid you all a fantastic Sunday. Take care, and until we speak again, I will look forward to talking to you all again very soon. Goodbye now.